Hey guys, Brock back with another video review, and today, well, first off, y'all know how big a Resident Evil fan I am. You saw the Biohazard week I did back in October for Halloween, and like, I've been a fan of Resident Evil for many years, since it first came out, and I have to say, I hate Resident Evil 6 with a passion. And if you disagree with me, go ahead and post it, I don't care. But I hate it. I miss the old survival horror days. Like these guys. This is probably one of the most iconic enemies of the Resident Evil franchise, the Licker. They've been used constantly in the Resident Evil live action films, which I won't get into right now because I don't want to rant and get angry. But yeah. They debuted in Resident Evil 2, and they've been in so many games after that. They were in Resident Evil. They were in the Dark Side Chronicles. They were in Outbreak. They were in Resident Evil 5, which didn't make any sense at all. At all. We'll get into it. But here you have Resident Evil 10th Anniversary packaging. The Licker. The one figure I don't own from this initial wave. On the back of the package, we have the Licker upside down, and a pretty cool picture there. Nice photography right there. Nice use of shadows and such. Hang upside down. I assume it's the police station ceiling, one of the rooms. But the read-up on the Licker is, these creatures were once regular zombies until the T-virus ravaged their bodies further, causing their brains to expand and their skin to deteriorate. They can jump great heights and distances, and they can attack their prey using their teeth, claws, and tongue. Hence why they're called the Licker. And this comes to us from the good folks at Neca. It's here. Where is it? Where's the logo? Where's the logo? They always hide their logo. Oh, there it is. This is Series 2. They have Tyrant, Licker, Hunter, and Crimson Head. Of course, the best figures from this wave, I would say, are these two. Crimson Head is cool, but again, you saw my review. It is just a repaint of the zombie from Wave 1, with just some minor tweaks to the hands, and no longer does the figure sport the removable ligaments. Still a very creepy figure, very creepy enemy. But Hunter I do own. Not too crazy about this figure, and it's not so much as the figure itself or its detail and such, because the figure is great. It's just really out of scale. And it looks to me the Licker might be a little too big as well, but nowhere near as big as the Hunter. That being said, that is packaging. Oh, and there's a picture of the figure itself on the side there. And that's about it. But yeah, that's packaging aside. I'm gonna take a little break, get this bad boy opened up, and then yeah, we'll take a look at Resident Evil's The Licker. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Well, here we have the Licker opened up and out of his packaging. And he's pretty good. He's pretty good. He's definitely more. He's without a doubt a display piece. No doubt about that. He really, for the most part, just has no articulation. And I'll get into that in just a minute. First off, we'll talk about the detail. I mean, NECA never goes wrong when it comes to detail on their figures. You can see his spinal cord, his shoulder blades, kind of coming out of his back. Nice touch of reds. The blood coming off of there. Very cool. You see he's got a nice darkish, lightish brown and beige, some reds. Whole bunch of shit going on with this guy. Bone coming out of his both his legs there. Very nice detail on the claws. There's like this jelly-like kind of covering on here. It's a somewhat soft plastic. It's glued on there though. This hand doesn't really have it. And the head's very nice. Has some nice red and blue veins on the brain there. His arms seem to have like this kind of a brownish green finish just in this area. There's nowhere else on the body. But it is a good piece. It is a good figure. One thing that's kind of awkward is his hands, or his claws, are kind of this silverish color. As far as I remember, they were white. Not too bad though. In his articulation, this is where I'm going to get down to, where he basically has none. And when I say none, really, all you're really getting, there's nothing in the head. The head is turned, always turned, looking this way. The tongue doesn't really rotate. The arms have nothing. This is all solid. He's got some chest swivel, I want to say. So I'll call it ab swivel. Legs can go forward and back, as you can see. This is really the articulation of most Licker figures, except most of them do have the articulation in the arms. And what I'll do in just a moment, I'll get out the Palisades Licker, which I said actually still stand by that. That's all you're gonna get. That's all you're gonna get in articulation. Is the legs go forward and back, and the arms kind of rotate, and that's all you're getting. This Licker is actually posed like I believe it was the original concept sketch, or I think it was, of the Licker that was seen, I believe it was on the inside card of the Resident Evil 2 PlayStation disc, or case. The back card being where the Claire Redfield disc would be, and you would take that off and there'd be kind of a background with a bunch of various B.O.Ws. There'd be a cop zombie, Mr. X would be there, William Birkin in his G2 form, and then you'd have a Licker, which was actually in this particular pose. And if you would get a Resident Evil 2 strategy guide, no matter which company distributed it and produced it, whenever you get to the monster section or the enemy section, you'd get a picture of the Licker, just like in the back cover. You get a picture just like this, with him kind of on his knees, with his head turned like this. I'm more than certain, and I'd bet money on this. I'm more than certain that this figure's actual sculpt is actually based on that design. But having said that, I will do a comparison with the Palisades Licker figure. I wish I had the Toy Biz one so I can do a 3-figure comparison. And the one thing that really gripes me is that I had that figure, and now I no longer do, or it's in my basement, and I'm just never seeing that bastard again. But what I'll do is I'll get the other figure. And here we have both Lickers, the Neca 10th anniversary and the Palisades Licker that came with the zombie cop figure, whereas this is more just an accessory. And somewhat similar pose in a sense. This one's more going for the crawl, which I actually do prefer over this. This is very nice. I just don't really like that pose, because the Licker is a crawler type, always crawling on ceilings, crawling on the floor. He never really sits up unless he's actually attacking you with his tongue, which he rarely does, because 90% of the time he's just crawling at you, swiping you, or jumping at you. So you never really see him in this too much. However, this figure, although it was an accessory, I said was my favorite Licker figure, because it does have the articulation to put the arms up, as well as the same type of articulation in the legs that this guy has. The Toy Biz Licker that came with the Leon figure, for what I remember from Toy Biz, was in a crawling position, all fours. You know, well, not all fours, like actually crawling on the ground the way the figure was sculpted. And that was a pretty nice figure too. Pretty much almost same scale as this. Now, I'll bring in Leon. This is the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive RPD Leon. And kind of see, what do you think scales better? Push him back here a little more so you guys get a better view. What looks more accurate in size to Leon? The Neca Licker or the Palisades one? Now, the Neca Resident Evil figures are almost identical in height and scale to the Palisades figures. Maybe a little bit bigger, but I want to see, because I know we were off scale with the Hunter that we got from the first wave of the 10th anniversary. And the Licker looked a bit big to me, but I want to make sure. What do you guys think? Do you think this is actually scaled appropriately to Leon, as opposed to the Hunter being not very scaled very well with the rest of the figures? Or do you think this is a little big and you think this is accurate? This might be okay. I think it is a bit small now looking at it, but I don't really know. Give me your thoughts on it. What I'll do is I'll get these out of the way. The Licker does come with one accessory, and that would be the figure base. This is the same base that came with the RPD Leon. He stands decently on his own. You really just have to position his legs in the right way, and you don't really have to do much. But he does wobble, and the way, yeah, see, as you see, the way my room is, when I walk, it shakes in here because my shelves don't really hold everything too well. They kind of shake when I walk around, and figures don't really stand all, up too well, because not all my figures have bases. So they all just kind of wobble and sometimes fall. And I've had instances where a lot of figures have fallen and I had to put them back up. And sometimes for the better, because when they fall, I just rearrange everything to fit this shelf better. However, he does actually he doesn't peg into it very well, to be honest. He doesn't even fully peg in. He can't even get it to stay. And I'm not going to see that again. I mean, he stands okay on his own. So I really don't mind it too much. But it is a bitch trying to get him to stand. However, that's not too bad a pose either. He is leaning forward, but that's actually pretty cool. I'm actually displaying him like this. I might actually display him like this. But, let me just try to bear with me while I try to get this fucker to stand. There we go. So there you have it. That was a review on the Resident Evil 10th Anniversary figures by Neca, the Licker. A rating. What would I rate the Licker? For display purposes, not very good. For display purposes, however, very nice. For sculpt purposes, very nice. Very detailed, very well sculpted. Sometimes articulation is an important factor to me when it comes to a figure. However, in this situation, because it's Resident Evil, because it's a Licker, and because I just love Neca so damn much, I'm willing to look past the articulation flaws and give this guy a 5. Do I recommend him? Yeah, I say check him out. You probably could find him for rather cheap, because this guy was found for pretty freaking cheap by a person who should remain nameless, because he should know who he is already, because he's got me so many goddamn figures. You know who you are. You know who you are. I can't keep your secret identity a secret. Anyway, so yeah, you can probably find them for a rather cheap price on eBay. You're definitely going to have a better chance finding this guy than you will finding this guy. But in any case, there you have it. Thank you for watching, guys. Until next time, remember to comment, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below, please. Leave comments and get more people to subscribe. I need them. Anyway, guys, I'll catch you all later. Have a good one. Peace out.